Have you ever felt like you keep cycling through the same lesson over and over again, or you keep having the same experience in relationship to money, in relationship to love, in relationship to your family? Do you ever feel like it's almost like you're on a rat wheel just going in circles? My name is Heather Feather, and I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is blinding. I find that the experience we are living we can almost be blinded by it. We can almost lose any sight of our creative principle, the power of mind, what we can do to influence our paradigm and to shift and change the way things seem to be. Actually, our reality is often designed for us to look upon the outer world and go, it's not me, it's you. The world is like this. Men are like this. Money is like this. The 1% is like that. And so because we are witnessing our world, we are labeling our world, often it can feel as if things outside of me are out of my control and there's nothing I can do to shift what keeps showing up for me. I'm doing my work, I'm trying to be a self-knower, but I just keep seeing the same thing over and over again. And I get it. That's frustrating. It's like, I'm ready to do something new in relationship to this XYZ topic in my life. And what Heather Feather would say on that topic is there are many mansions, if you will. There are many multiverses. I am a multiversal theorist. And so if you just go on a journey through time and space with me under the idea that there are an infinite number of multiverses in the moment of now, and the choices we are making in our moment of now is going to change or channel hop, if you will, or quantum jump to the experience that is in alignment with the frequency that we are holding. You may have heard it's a vibration-based universe. It's a frequency-based universe. It's a feeling-based universe. And the universe isn't attached to what you're feeling. It's just matching the feeling. So you'll notice that people that feel poor often speak of money in the negative. They spend money as if it's got to get out of their pocket. And I understand that relationship. And so we can get into the subtle nuances of collective programming, capitalist systems, blah, blah, blah. To me, to Heather Feather, the point of power in every hour is who can I be in relationship to my reality such that I live a life worth living. I live the life I want to live, right? So the life Heather Feather wants to live is one in which I'm enjoying equally yoked individuals that are committed and responsible for their own evolution and are making choices that, move from the gutters of existence into the clouds, if you will. And we do our individual work to rise into a prize that we really want to see with our eyes, a world that we want to know. And so if it's true what Heather Feather says, that time is an illusion, there's only now, all multiverses of experience are always available to you in every moment of now. The past that you hold to be true, the past that you may be blinded to, is not static. It's actually dynamic. There are components of quantum mechanics that are starting to flush this up in the field, and this is starting to be discussed and studied. But let's consider that your past is not this static thing where you had an alcoholic parent, or you were neglected, or you were XYZ, whatever trial tribulation that may be a ball and chain around your leg that you're carrying with you into your present. You can always reframe the past and say, like, these are all the gifts that I got from those challenging hours. But I believe in each moment of now, and I had a divine friend remind me on these hours and this day, that we are able to move from where we are at vantage point A to vantage point Z if we want it to be. Or we can subtly shift from A to B to C. You see? It's like, think of it like a show. You're watching a show and you've chosen a show that is a drama or a show that is a horror. Maybe your life has been nightmares. And you're in that frequency. And because you're in that frequency and that's what you're watching, that's where you're resonating. And so then life can start to feel scary, and you can start to put fear or false evidence appearing real in your temple chair and allow that to lead your creative principle, your creative mind. And it can become almost a self-fulfilling prophecy, a self-habituated creation in which you resonated at a certain frequency because it was available to you in your field. But rather than transcending it, rather than like a phoenix burning it to ash and rising again into a new paradigm, it is easy to become blinded in all three eyes to this is the way that life is, which is a very disempowered victim state. And I understand, as somebody who's had a wide variety of experiences in this life, what it means to walk in those shoes. And what I want is to recognize, what power do I have in my now to have things be different for me? What I have found to be true and consistently find to be true is that the place you are speaking and feeling is the reality you're walking in. If you're walking in a relationship to the struggle is real, got to pay these bills, every time I get paid, the money goes away, can't barely hold on to $1, savings, I never get to have savings. If you'll notice, whatever relationship you have to money, you'll notice that your money is an exact match to the conversation you consistently have about it. And so one of the things we can do as we are blinded or mired or absorbed in the way we are currently seeing things is we can open up all three eyes to a new prize, a new idea. And it's difficult sometimes to walk in new shoes when we're not necessarily seeing something new. However, let's take a minute to envision that we are prospering. I could go to my wallet now and grab several $100 bills. I could purchase anything I want. All of my needs are met. I have a full tank of gas, a fridge full of food. I have all that I need plus more. The vantage point of that frequency is satisfied. It's calm. It's not high cortisol. It's low stress, right? And that may not be a place you find yourself standing right now. What Heather is inviting and invoking to get off that rat wheel of existence, if you will, is to look at any area of your life you feel unfulfilled and to choose to stand in a new place on a feeling level. I'm going to feel different about this. And the first way I'm going to feel different about money is I'm going to start getting grateful for all the bounty I have. I find that I haven't starved to death, which means Spirit has given me tons of bounty when it comes to food or being able to sustain life. You know, I'm going to start saving $10 every paycheck, $100 every paycheck, $40 every paycheck, whatever it is, because I'm going to choose to be somebody that has a nest egg and has a consciousness that I have money available if I want it. And it's not paycheck to paycheck. I'm going to interrupt that paycheck to paycheck consciousness, and I'm going to get into a consciousness of what it feels like to recognize that I have access to bounty if I but choose. Making these subtle shifts, I believe, is how we quantum jump from where we are to where we want to be. It's how you get off of the horror, nightmare, drama channel and maybe flip over here to a comedy where you're laughing and having fun because you just had a great experience that you could afford because you've shifted your point of attraction. We can do it with our relationships, you know. It's important for me, if I want to be in union with a partner, that I be aware of any spaces, any places in my awareness that I'm holding the idea of romantic relationship to be impossible, improbable, disenchanting, you know, disinteresting. Heather gets to recognize that her frequency hasn't actually been in a relational frequency. And unconsciously, I'm actually intentionally not creating relationship because I really enjoy my own company. I love me, I like being with me. And I found often when I get into partnership, it becomes more difficult to maintain the disciplines I want to maintain to be my regulated, happy self. And that's because I'm still operating at a point of attraction that I don't attract the partner that cares about their physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. So long as I believe that, that is the realm that I'll perceive. That is the multiverse that I'll be in. Heather Feather's only ever been in the moment of now. In the moment of now, I have a creative mind. I have creative principle in the paradigm. Question I'm asking myself this day, and the question I'm asking you, if you'd like to play, is what would you like to have be different this day? Well, what would it feel like if it was different in that way? What if you did have whatever money you needed, whatever relationship you sought, whatever XYZ iteration of incarnation that would make your life feel truly fulfilling? How would that feel? And can you walk in those shoes? Can you remove your blinders and open your creative eyes and creative mind and all three trine eyes into a vision of the future that you plan to step into? You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube, like and comment there. Heather Feather always loves your thoughts. Amun.